As I sat in my basement, surrounded by piles of old books and dusty furniture, I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched. It was a sensation that had been growing stronger over the past few days, and it was starting to drive me mad. At first, I tried to brush it off as paranoia, but as the days went by, it became clear that something was amiss. Every time I turned my back, I could feel eyes on me, and every time I looked into the mirror, I could see movement in the corners of my vision. It wasn't until one fateful night that I finally understood what was happening. I had been sitting at my desk, reading by the light of a single lamp, when I caught movement in the corner of my eye. I turned to look, but there was nothing there. That's when I noticed the mirrors. There were mirrors everywhere in my basement. On the walls, on the ceiling, even on the floor. And in each one, I could see a reflection of myself, sitting at my desk, surrounded by the piles of old books and dusty furniture. But there was something different about the reflections. They weren't exact copies of me. They were distorted, twisted versions of myself, with elongated limbs and bulging eyes. And as I watched in horror, the reflections began to move. They crawled out of the mirrors, pulling themselves free from the glass with sickening squelches. They crept closer and closer, their twisted forms oozing and writhing like worms. I tried to scream, but my voice was caught in my throat. I was frozen, trapped in my chair as the basement dwellers closed in on me. In that moment, I knew that I was doomed. There was no escape from the horror that lurked in the mirrors, no way to break free from the grasp of the basement dwellers. And as they descended upon me, their distorted forms merging with my own, I knew that I was doomed to live out my days as a twisted, tortured reflection of my former self. This is my story, a tale of horror and despair, a warning to all who would dare to venture into the depths of their own basements. Beware the mirrors, for they are the windows to a world of darkness and terror, a world inhabited by the basement dwellers who watch and wait for their next victim.